So, wait. Now you say insult her?
Yes. Or insult the toilet.
Oh, okay.
She's the attendant. She is not the pissoir.
Well, no, but like...
This pissoir is the
There
cleanest
we
and most hygienic in all France.
That must take a lot of dedication.
Yes, sir. In this job, the harder you work, the more other people just pass water upon your
So,
efforts.
I know the feeling.
once again, I am forced to question something you brought up earlier. Is she speaking English with a French accent? Is she speaking French? What?
Which is signified by a French accent.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
quoi?
common roadside gutter.
So she has to be speaking English with a French accent because you can tell
This whiz.
she's occasionally... Well, that's what...
You mean you
When they're speaking in French to other French people, and they still stick in like a couple of
Don't
words
remind
of
me.
French
It's just that when nature
to show that
calls,
they're speaking French.
there's some
Yeah.
echo.
Conventions
You know
of these kind of...
why in the name of
Well, yeah, no, it's not exclusive to this. We just
I mean, I said
happen to be playing this.
the conventions of that kind of
Yeah.
thing just always gets me.
My favourite one of those is in Eternal Darkness, where
Oh yeah.
Pius Augustus and his soldiers begin speaking Latin or whatever it is,
Zoom in,
and then it
fades in.
slowly fades into English, and you kind of
Yeah.
get that it's still presumably Latin because he's a Roman soldier, but I think that's really clever.
Yeah, I like it. I wish they did it for everyone instead of just Pius.
A fair point, because they go all around the world in that game
They do.
to like 3 locations.
See, I'd love it if, because Roberto Bianchi is off in... where was he? In Persia?
Yes.
Somewhere like that. So he's there doing the whole Pillar of Flesh architecture.
May I interrupt? I have rope and string.
Ooh, I wonder if you have to use them.
We've got the full spectrum.
That's a point. Why are we up on this scaffold? What are we doing?
Stealing rope.
Okay.
If I were up here, I could also
Oh.
look down into the pissoir
Are we
where I'm
going to
here.
like attach the rope to the sewer key and get it to pull it off somehow?
I think via the truck.
Have some peeping Toms spying on my
Just
customers while they do their
Some people
Spitballing.
started spying on her
Want
customers.
to explain
She
that?
All-
doesn't have any complaints about those houses. Why would you not just like put an awning up?
I don't know, but to be
Also,
fair,
what customers?
to be fair, that's not a thing that really exists in England, is it?
It isn't.
Like,
Why would you have an open air urinal?
Right. So here's what I'm thinking.
There was no anchor point to tie the rope to.
The truck is right here, game.
Yeah, but there's not like a tow hook.
What
There's
about you?
there's no holes like through the truck either.
I couldn't lift a big
Maybe.
iron cover like that with my bare hands. Especially not if it was welded shut. There was no anchor point to tie
Okay,
the rope to.
so it doesn't want me to use it on the manhole cover either. Well, I'm stumped. I feel like I'm missing...
Okay, no. Do you remember what was combinable?
For some reason, the key was combinable.
Yeah. What could that be combinable with?
Well, presumably the thing that we've just now received. I am carrying around a lot of garbage.
There you have a lot of stuff in your inventory.
Yes!
But yeah, so go back to the manhole cover.
Rope tied to sewer key.
I didn't have the horsepower to lift that cover, but I knew something that did.
It's a horse!
That I've always had.
Hey, just setting something up. You'll love this.
Oh, so I did have the right idea, just
Yeah.
I was going about it the wrong way around.
Okay, so now we've got to move the truck.
Hey, you! I'd seen dead people with more life than this guy.
So we've got to wake up this corpse and get it to drive the van.
Oh, but I've already used the beer. We can't do this. 2 puzzles are now wake up this person.
I wasn't like looking exactly at the screen when we were first talking to Flobbage. Did we learn about positive discrimination?
The guy was sleeping like a baby.
Not that I recall.
Because this recommends we talk to Flobbage, an old friend. Talk to him about everything, Alphonse, and positive discrimination.
Hi again.
Okay, well...
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, here we go.
My workmate, Alphonse, is snoring up a storm.
There's some things that are really aggravating. Gotta exhaust the dialogue things.
He's got a piece of paper from his doctor.
Clinically seismophobic.
Clinically seismophobic.
He's afraid of earthquakes?
You're in the wrong kind of job if you're in earthquake repair. Look at how happy he looks.
Yeah.
He's so happy to be gaming this system.
Positive discrimination.
There we go. Okay. We have to take on a set number of cowardly idiots every year. Let's keep asking about Alphonse, I guess.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question.
See, if we literally just had what the dialogue option is, as opposed to just
What would he do if there was
picture
an
of
earthquake
Alphonse's
right
head.
now?
Yeah.
Slam the truck into gear and get out of here like...
This would not be as
That's right. With a manhole following him home.
He would never live in
I kind of feel like that is... That's designed for adventure games, better designed than this one. Because your Sierra games and your LucasArts games, they have the here's 4 options thing.
Yep. So he's not. Let's talk to Alphonse again, I guess. Okay, here we go.
Earthquake! Earthquake!
Drive away from the earthquake. Goodness me. I mean, like, I know that it's there is like an actual cliche of it, but you could like slice bread with his jaw polygon.
I guess
That is like that is a terribly rendered face.
You can cut yourself on all this edge. And now into hole.
So edgy. So, wait, did we ever work out why we're going into the sewers? Okay. Talk to Andre about Stan Stefan at Vernon's apartment. George decides to check out the old meeting place at the Templars in the sewers at Montfaucon Square, while Nico and Andre check for location in Egypt. Cool. So we're heading to the old Templar headquarters, which is conveniently the St. Stefan's Templar headquarters.
This is just Deus Ex Machina upon Deus Ex Machina at this point.
Everything just happens to be exactly the thing that you were looking for.
there was a faint inscription, but the decaying plaster made it almost impossible to read. I could make out some little things in Latin, but not enough to squeeze out any
A
meaning.
bit of the old Harry Potter on that.
The inscriptions in the arches probably once told the truth about the extermination of the Templars. Like a lot of truths, time had blurred it.
Wait, but I thought that they established in this game that the old Templars aren't the same as the Templars in this series of games, they're just named after them. And that the actual Templars were, you know,
I didn't like
were
the idea
wiped
of
out
my hand
because
in
of the King of
Skull's mouth.
France heresy and
What the heck?
banking.
I was only risking mutilation.
And then there were some new
No
people
blade
calling
took my
themselves
hand off the
Templars for
wrist.
no real reason.
And no spider bit me.
But weren't they
I was
also
very grateful.
Neo-Templars?
But there was nothing
As opposed
in
to
it for me
the Templars?
Yes, I don't understand this.
It's
game's lore,
confusing.
but you know, as soon as something starts talking about the Templars, and it's not just, you know, Order of Knights in medieval Europe, then it's automatically not going to make any kind of sense. That's what made working at Rosalind Chapel fun.
Go
Which
ahead.
I loved working at Rosalind Chapel. It was great. You got to teach kids about historical craft
I
and
didn't
stuff.
like the idea.
And then
of
occasionally you'd get someone in who was like,
What
Templars, Templars, Templars. And you're like,
No blade took my hand off at the wrist.
No, sit
no
down,
spark
have a
was
scone.
quenched. I was-
Calm
Have a
down,
look at
Games
this-
Workshop.
Have a look at this marvellously sculpted pillar. Have a look at the hilariously inaccurate list of the 7 virtues. Well, that's they had a pillar, and on one side was the 7 virtues, on the other side the 7 deadly sins. Only someone messed up, so we have the deadly sin of charity. Which is always fun.
That's a good one.
Okay, so what are we looking at?
Door, the big skull on it. And I tried to feed it a burger, but the game also did not. The game didn't
what-
dignify that.
What do we have in our inventory? We've got the Alpha Stone, which I still maintain looks more like a Gamma.
And then Omega Stone, which looks like that one symbol from Skyrim that you brought up on the title screen.
No, well, the one on the title screen didn't look quite like that, no.
Although, to be fair, Omega's kind of hard to represent that small.
Anyway, what else we got?
We've got Rod.
Project handle.
Sean Mondley's ID card still. Some tin foil, some coins.
Boxer shorts.
A security swipe card.
Security swipe cards.
Okay. A stone cylinder.
The taser.
I don't know what that did.
We got tased with it. But it's mystical. So we use the mystical thing.
Same shape as the stone cylinder.
Thank you for describing that before I tried to use it, game.
I could write a book on secret doors. I really could.
What's intuitive game design, Andy?
You see, I
don't remember anymore.
well, the thing that bothers me with this game is that a lot of the stuff we have pulled out has been like this stone cylinder, a thing that exists to solve a puzzle in a video game. Whereas even some of the more ridiculous puzzles I've done. Have you played Toonstruck?
No.
Okay, it's set in a cartoon. So first of all, you're dealing with garbage logic anyway. But at one point, you have to set up a transport system to the other islands, which is basically an elephant in a big hamster wheel.
Right.
You have to scare it with a mouse that you find in a pub.
Of course.
But that makes sense. You'll find a mouse in a pub. Elephants are...
I'm famously scared
Yeah.
of this.
That makes sense.
Is that an important thing on the wall?
You don't just find the elephant scaratron and have done with it. Like George Stobart over here. No, that appears to just be set dressing. Much like a lot of this. There seem to be a lot of just... like...
Oh my
Seem to be a... Oh, here we go.
Truly nasty it
You
happened.
can tell something's happening because the frame rate's dropped.
Trail of blood led around the corner.
Let's follow the blood.
Let's look at the blood and see if we can interact with it, because I don't want to get to the end and have missed a clue.
A trail of blood led away.
I'm playing LA Noire.
Someone had crawled away.
We could be playing that right now, but we're doing this for you
I
guys.
wasn't going to dip my fingers in the stuff.
I hope you
It was
appreciate it.
still fresh.
I like you.
I do. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
But no, like, if you recall in Cesaro's castle, we wandered off down several dead-end corridors. That's money. People have to render that stuff for nothing to happen in it.
So, big, pardon me, big crazy doors.
I wasn't going to get through there in a hurry.
Well, let's go the
The
other way, I
bars were
guess.
several inches thick.
Are they?
Are they really? Alright, let's take this split path over here.
How cinematic.
I almost feel like it needs...
Let's follow the bloody
I'd
footprints.
arrived too late.
I
Oh, who's dead?
Cesaro and his men had shown no mercy.
Oh, they
towards
killed.
souls.
Oh,
It's
How
the
could anyone
bishop!
do this?
these are the guys from the beginning of the game. I think maybe.
Cesaro's
Maybe.
men had shown no mercy.
The Master's friends.
That would make sense because
He'd been badly beaten.
if the broken sword is meant to be like the logo of the Templars or something like that, and we're at their old headquarters. Weakened detective.
One of the Templars. He'd been badly
Quick question.
Yes.
Did you see 2 of Cesaro's men and a dog?
No.
I think we may have gone the wrong way. I think we're supposed to go one way and go, oh, can't go that way, gotta go the other way, and then you find this.
Or is this like how I was supposed to feed that hamburger to that dog, and I just sort of didn't?
Sink was full of dirty use.
sudden and unexpected.
Like, having a secret organisation of Templars is really undermined by having a sink full of mugs.
But the 10-second button was still intact.
And
Only useful if you
Because
need
this then heavily implies that all the Templars do their own washing up. And have a microwave!
and eat a lot of ready meals because it needs to be done in under a minute.
Yeah,
It was too
What
big.
is tone?
My heart was racing enough already. I didn't need coffee.
And a percolator.
What is the chosen coffee blend of the Templars? Cesaro's men smashed up the coffee percolator. What fiends! Oh, the true victims in all of this. My word. Well, let's continue.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Look closer on the body behind the door. Just to hedge you off there.
There was a magnifying glass.
I didn't want to, but I had to search the
Why didn't you have to search all of the other body? We checked every other body, and he said exactly the same thing,
Rusty key.
which is Cesaro killed all these guys. This last body, which we didn't check because every other body had exactly the same thing, has an item on it. My word.
Again, I suspect padding may be at work here.
How long was the timer on the microwave?
10 seconds.
My goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh, no.
Oh, here we go.
It's Cesaro's guard.
First.
Can't you just turn
One
up
of Cesaro's
and be like,
guards
"Hi,
was
remember
in the
me?
kitchen.
I'm also one of Cesaro's guards. We met in the castle. I was with Petra.
No way to distract him.
I mean, you'd
I'm
think.
your buddy." Like, if you could do that, that'd be great. But yes, we got to distract the guard.
You see, my gut instinct would be to use the key that we have just found on the one locked door.
Now that would be smart.
Well,
Let's give it a
is this-
go
is
just
this-
in case.
No, is this like the ancient Templar footlocker?
That does appear to be the Neo Templar footlockers.
What a mysterious ancient organization.
Yeah, let's quickly check that big crazy locked door. It's not what I'm reading the solution of the puzzle to be, but you know, it wouldn't be the first time.
This game, man. This game.
I had no reason to try that.
I had no reason to try and unlock this door.
With a key? What?
Who ever heard of that? Let's go down this way and see if we can see Cesaro and the dog, which is a radio host team if I ever heard one.